Good evening, and thank you very much for keeping a date with us on the program Transforming Agriculture in Nigeria, your number one program that keeps you abreast with opportunities and happenings in the agricultural sector. I am your host, Gabriel Ojile. Cooperative societies are veritable organizations that have the capacity to propel economic growth and development both for the nation as well as for individual members. In fact, cooperative societies are like a master key for the development of any economy. However, prior to now, their full potentials for growing individuals and the economy have not been maximized. This is changing under the current dispensation. Tonight, therefore, we are focusing on the importance of cooperative societies in Nigeria and the efforts of the federal government through the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security to reform the cooperative sector in Nigeria. Keep watching, and I will see you after the break. From the north to the south of Nigeria lies over 70 million hectares of arable agricultural land, a country teeming with agricultural potentials where crops like rice, maize, wheat, sorghum, cassava, yams, fruits, and vegetables thrive. Vast opportunities abound in cash crop production like oil palm, cocoa, cashew, rubber along the value chain and a temperate weather for healthy livestock rearing. Invest today in production, processing, and marketing of agricultural produce. Invest for wealth creation, job opportunities, and upliftment of livelihoods. Agriculture in Nigeria, where return on investment is guaranteed. Welcome back. Transforming Agriculture in Nigeria begins with a diary segment. In our news tonight, Agric Ministry, in collaboration with other stakeholders, push for Cooperative Act review. Also, Agric Ministry distributes farm inputs to support farmers. Details shortly. The Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security and the Cooperative Federation of Nigeria, in collaboration with the International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance, recently organized a stakeholders consultative meeting on the ongoing effort to review the Cooperative Societies Act to support the reform and revamp the cooperative sector in Nigeria. Speaking during the workshop, the Minister of State, Federal Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Ali Sabi Abdullahi, stated that the review of the Act is very important for obvious reasons and urged the stakeholders to share ideas that would support the review of the Act.
First, the Nigerian Cooperative Societies Act is fundamentally a document, a national legal instrument of government, enacted to guide cooperative operations and regulate the sector in Nigeria. And of course, we know in cooperative, all society have their own internal document. So the law is different from that internal document. This is the act that governs everybody under that umbrella. Second, the act is to be implemented with leadership provided by the Federal Department of Cooperatives at the federal level and the State Department of Cooperatives in the various states of the Federation. And I believe in doing that, they are to maintain the integrity of the cooperative movement, which has as the overall umbrella the mother of everybody, the Cooperative Federation of Nigeria.
Also speaking during the consultative meeting, the organizer and representative of the International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance, Danladi Plang, appreciated the effort of the ministry towards the review of the Act and called for more speed to ensure the Act is reviewed completely by the present administration.
That our laws are not supposed to be static, they are supposed to move with the times, and we believe that there is a need to look at the Cooperative Societies Act again to ensure that it provides for an enabling environment for the regulation of cooperative societies in Nigeria and for them to be actively involved in national development. I would like to commend the reforms that are taking place in the Ministry of Agri and Food Security, in particular the proposed digitalization project, which is aimed at providing a number of things, one of which we expect would be a database of cooperative societies in Nigeria.
Other stakeholders during the technical session made their input towards the review of the Cooperative Societies Act. In an effort to support farmers in Yobe State and boost food production, the Federal Minister of Agriculture and Food Security recently distributed agricultural equipment and farm inputs to smallholder farmers in the state. Speaking at the event, the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Kyari, who was represented by the Director of Special Duties in the ministry, Zara Kachala, said the intervention was aimed at reducing the rising production costs and to address food security challenges in the country. Earlier, the Yobe State Commissioner for Agriculture and Natural Resources, Ali Mustafa Goniri, represented by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Garba Tahir, stated that the intervention would contribute to improving agricultural productivity in the state. Speaking on behalf of the beneficiaries, the Yobe State Coordinator of the Small-Scale Women Farmers Association of Nigeria, Miriam Yakubu, appreciated the government for the support. She added that the intervention would help smallholder farmers to cope with the cost of input. Items distributed included power tillers, herbicides, liquid fertilizers, knapsack sprayers, water pumps, insecticides, and certified seeds. The program is transforming agriculture in Nigeria. A cooperative society is a catalyst for growth, especially for individuals that embrace the cooperative movement. It is a veritable means of addressing poverty and improving the well-being of citizens of any country, especially in developing countries. And once the economic well-being of the individual is improved, the nation benefits. In Nigeria, over 30 million Nigerians belong to one cooperative society or the other, all in a bid to better their lives. In our next segment, Records of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, we are focusing on the importance of cooperative societies, the challenges and obstacles militating against their prospects in Nigeria, and the effort of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security towards reforming of the sector for the benefit of all. Keep watching.
Cooperative societies are associations of like-minded individuals in the various segments of the society with the common goal of improving the welfare of members. In Nigeria, there are over 30 million cooperators in different cooperative societies across different sectors. The Director, Federal Department of Cooperative, Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, Muhammad Bashir Abdulgadir, sheds more light on the concept of cooperative societies.
Cooperative society is essentially a voluntary organization where individuals of like mind, like interest, come together to form a society, what is called society, a venture that will help them to socially and economically. If I say socially, I mean the welfare of the members. And economically, of course, they pursue an economic enterprise, either production, processing, in different sectors, even housing, mining, and many other areas, so that people who are engaged in such subsectors can come together and form a society.
Cooperative societies have helped cooperators in Nigeria and other countries of the world to pay their bills and improve their livelihoods and that of their families. Hannatu Meshak is the president, Cooperative Federation of Nigeria. She speaks more on the importance of cooperative societies.
Cooperative has helped a lot of individuals to be self-reliant, to be able to have a better economic and social life. It has helped to place a lot of food on the table of so many through the employment that cooperative, offers to the youth in the society. Cooperative has helped a lot of people to become landowners, property owners. They are able to send their children to better schools. They are able to improve generally their livelihood. And by extension, it has helped the government of the day, in the sense that a lot of things that the government would have been the one to shoulder or concerning its citizens, they are able to handle such things, situations by themselves, and it makes life better and easier for the government.
In the 60s, cooperative societies were key drivers of economic growth in Nigeria across different sectors, particularly the agricultural sector.
Cooperatives are very important for agriculture in Nigeria. In Nigeria, as in most African countries, cooperatives were introduced through agricultural activities. It was agricultural activities of cooperatives in cocoa in the Southwest, essentially Lagos, Ibadan, and Abeokuta, that led to the colonial government to introduce cooperatives to help organize farmers, to produce quality, and to get market, to earn higher incomes for their produce. So, to that extent, cooperatives are vital for the progress of agriculture in Africa, but even around the world.
Belonging to a cooperative society also helps the members to benefit from government and non-governmental interventions.
Some people look at cooperatives as if it's only the frustrated person that can join cooperatives. But it's not like that. Cooperative means we should come together to help each other. And there are many ways that cooperatives do benefit through donor agencies, through the government, and many other aspects. But people look at it as if it's a frustrating society or a frustrating association where the frustrated ones will join. It is not like that. The challenge is financially. Some cooperators are financially weak, especially at this era. Cooperatives need serious attention and assistance from both the government and individuals that are ready or are able to.
Regardless of these positive benefits of cooperative societies, there are challenges limiting cooperative societies in Nigeria from attaining their full potentials. These challenges include, but are not limited to, ineffective laws to meet the current realities, lack of adequate funding, leadership failure and mismanagement of cooperative societies, lack of uniformity of regulatory bodies at the state level, inadequate data of cooperators, absence of cooperative banks to guarantee more funds and low interest rates for members, among others.
We have issues of challenges that are related with management. A lot of our leaders are somehow do not have the requisite knowledge to lead this, to manage the societies. And because of that, some cooperatives find themselves having challenges that would have not actually been challenges. But we are trying our best at the moment, knowing that the fifth principle of the cooperative is education, training, and information. We are doing our best to create opportunities for workshops and trainings for our cooperative leaders to be able to train them on managerial aspect of the cooperative so that they can discharge their responsibilities effectively. And if they do that, we are sure that cooperatives will some of the frictions and challenges we are experiencing in the cooperative will be very minimal.
General cooperative education on cooperative principles and values. They need to do that. That's number one. Number two, then they need credit. After credit, then they need markets so that they can market their products and services. We have a good example in the Southwest in the days of late Chief Obafemi Awolowo. He trained leaders for over a period of time. That's giving them education, informal education, following which he donated £1 million to them to be able to do their business. From that money, they were able to establish cooperative bank and a lot of other infrastructure that are physically there in Ibadan today.
To address the challenges of ineffective laws to meet the current realities, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security has begun the process of reviewing the Nigeria Cooperative Societies Act CAP N98 LFN 2004 through stakeholders' consultative meetings to get the buy-in of stakeholders to incorporate modern realities as well as present the draft document to the National Assembly as an executive bill. This will strengthen cooperative reforms in Nigeria. This much was disclosed by the Minister of State, Federal Ministry of Agriculture Aliyu Sabi Abdullahi during a stakeholder consultative meeting on the review of the Act, which held recently in Abuja.
It will strengthen cooperative institutions, increase their trust, reduce the trust deficit, improve service delivery, reduce or eliminate fraud, and unlock new opportunities across the cooperative ecosystem and our national economy. This is how we build stronger cooperatives, stronger communities, and therefore a stronger Nigeria.
One of the benefits of the reforms of the cooperative sector, as revealed by the Minister of State, is to support the establishment and effective operation of the Cooperative Bank in Nigeria.
We are not looking into the review of the Cooperative Act alone. We are pursuing a broader reform package that includes the following: the development and integration of cooperative regulations and rules pursuant to the Act, which has never happened before, to ensure that implementation is practical, enforceable, and responsive to emerging realities. The establishment of the Cooperative Bank of Nigeria to be solely owned, operated, and aligned with the Bofia Act. The Cooperative Bank we are talking about, just like Kenya has a cooperative bank, will be owned by cooperative societies. And it's going to operate within the confines of the cooperative model.
The establishment of a cooperative bank will make access to capital easier for members of cooperative societies, and this will alleviate poverty in the country.
The cooperative bank is a very welcome initiative. It's a welcome initiative. When we have the cooperative bank, that is our bank. The cooperatives own it, and the cooperators are members. And it makes, it seamless for cooperatives to be able to access the needed financial support to be able to function even more effectively, to diversify their investments, and to be able to get returns, better returns at the end of the day. And it will cut off a lot of things. Dealing with the commercial banks, that it's very difficult. If a cooperative goes to take loan in the commercial bank, that has a way of, affecting them in great ways because of the interest rates that commercial banks charge. But when if it is our own bank, we will do it our own way, because in cooperative is the organization that charges the least interest when it comes to loans.
Some of the areas that the review of the Nigeria Cooperative Societies Act and the reforms would address include cooperative leadership failure, mismanagement of cooperative societies, lack of adequate penalties for defaulters, lack of legislation on the digital component of the cooperative societies' activities, lack of data, amongst others.
1. The Act does not reckon with the modern digital world. So most of the things in the Act are analog in nature. So the reform is now bringing digitalization on board to be able to reconfigure the architecture of cooperative societies in Nigeria into the digital world. That is one thing. Then if you look at the punishment regime in the Act, it's grossly inadequate. In fact, we have penalties and other fees as low as 100 naira, 1,000. These are no longer adequate. They cannot serve any deterrent purpose. So the review has taken care of the need to have an upward review of the fines and other punishment regimes in the Act. And you also see issues such as charitable cooperative societies, which are not presently contained in the extant law. So the bill has brought that on board. And also, there's a proposal for independence for the body, agency responsible for management, regulation of cooperative societies.
Another thing, major, lack of data in cooperative. We don't have data in cooperative. You find out that even the private sector, some of them, and other international NGOs want to support the cooperative society, but there is no data. Who is where? Where are these cooperative societies? The profiles of these cooperative societies are all lacking. So there is the serious need as a challenge to digitalize the cooperative society so that we will have information, we will profile societies, even the primary societies, we will profile them so that all information will be in a central national database so that whenever anything about what they are doing, who are they, where are they located, will all be known so that it will facilitate other transactions within the sector.
The review of the Cooperative Act will also set a standard for leadership positions in managing the cooperative societies, among others.
There is a need to have it right from the level of leadership. Because if you don't get it right from the leadership stage, then everything down the line will crumble. So one of the things is to even expand the scope of qualification to become a leader of cooperative society. How many years of experience? And then down the line, you also have sanctions. If you want to have adequate and robust management of cooperative societies, then there must be a good punishment regime. Situations have arisen where people misbehave, run to other places, but in the current bill, there is a digital register of members, digital register of cooperative societies, so that when one person misbehaves, he does not go away with it. And then you have qualification right from the top to the last person down the ladder.
In a nutshell, stakeholders are being widely consulted on the effort to review the Nigeria Cooperative Societies Act, and this would make the bill seamless when it gets to the National Assembly for legislative scrutiny.
If you want the National Assembly to give it a speedy legislative consultation, the stakeholders must do the needful at this stage, so that you don't leave the National Assembly with the burden of going over, reviewing and reviewing. Once the draft is okay, stakeholder input already gotten, then when the National Assembly begins to consider it, it will be a seamless journey.
On its part, the Cooperative Federation of Nigeria says it will continue to contribute its quota to the development of the bill. The association also commended the efforts of the present administration towards revamping the cooperative sector.
For my being in the leadership of the Cooperative Federation of Nigeria for the past 8 years, we have never had it as rosy as we're having it now. I know that we have, related with the ministry, quite well, but we never got this kind of attention and support from the ministry the way we are getting it now.
Indeed, the Cooperative Society Reform and the review of the Nigeria Cooperative Societies Act are right steps towards transforming the cooperative societies. Their potentials for growth and development are undisputed, especially in the agricultural sector. Access to government support is better accessed through cooperative societies, and once a farmer's welfare is improved, productivity also increases. Join one today to enjoy the benefits inherent. This is the much we can take tonight on the program. Keep a date with us again, same time, same station next week. I am Gabriel Ojile.